Okay, welcome everybody. This is a 1 month program that we are doing. We've been doing this since 2019, right? Okay. And 1 minute. So let me, okay. So quickly, I'll go back again. This is myself. My name is DG Emmanuel, right? So I'm the CEO of Blue Sky Citadel, right? Which some of you would know. Anyway, if you don't know, you can actually check who is Blue Sky and who we are anyway. So I just thought that it would be good actually for this session anyway to know who is going to be teaching your children coding, right? Uh, yeah, I also am into software development. Even I started from Nigeria anyway, computer science in University of Ilorin. Then came to the UK. I did masters in computer science as well. Then I work in the software industry. It's over 20 something years in the UK now. So we are going to have interesting time together with the kids anyway. I've got three boys anyway. So, but two of them are elderly right now, so they are going to be assisting during the course of it anyway. And this program actually started because of them anyway. Around 2019, right? I think 18 actually. I wanted a training organization that would be able to teach them coding. And I think we went to different places, but we couldn't see the one that actually were flexible and maybe on a Saturday or Sunday or after church anyway. So, and then during the time, I had to then take it upon myself to teach them coding at home. And I, at the point, and I found out, okay, I think other children might also will benefit from it. Maybe other parents might have the same challenge as well, looking to a platform or a training organization that can train their kids in software development and any other field as well within the IT field. And because right now IT has moved to become a career, it's not like a day-to-day activities anyway that everyone needs to know anyway. So even programming is not only restricted to someone living in IT now. Everyone needs to know, even in this era of AI. So yeah, so that's how this program actually started. So then after that, so and a year after around 2019, 20, so we decided to do that online. Of course, COVID struck. It was a good time because everyone then used that as a community or social gathering. So, and at the point, it would be myself teaching and some of the children then supporting as well. Then at the point, it comes to another area that we now have even the kids able to teach themselves, right? So then we form the organization called Coding for Kids by Kids, right? This is the concept whereby kids will teach themselves concept of programming language. But of course, it would be myself starting to teach them first anyway. Then after that, they then explain it to themselves. And from there, I've seen a lot of growth, right? Some of my kids now already in uni and everything. So I think I've seen them grown, taking computer science as a study, or some of them have got interest in computer science. So these are kids that have trained from when they are 10 or even 9, and they are now in the uni. And one of them just he called me a few months ago. I couldn't even remember him. It was like, oh, you are doing, yeah. I think that's the joy of doing this when they now called you to say, I'm doing well in the uni. Thank you for the time that you spent while I was little anyway. So it's kind of something that I would say that is rewarding. So yeah. So that's how it kind of started. So we then do this. We've done, yeah, I think a lot of students or children have actually gone through this program. So at the point, then we also kind of changed the name from Coding for Kids by Kids to PT Coder because some of the kids are not kids anymore, right? So if you because at the age of 16, 17, they will tell you they are not kids anyway. So it was now protege holder. So that is the PT anyway. So that's how he then kind of metamorphosed anyway. So if you are joining right now, please, can you put your name as a parent?
Yeah.
And if your parent is not here, please ensure that you call them. This session is very, very important. I need to speak to the parents. They need to know what they are going to expect anyway. And so that's how this then started. So we've developed different courses. We've done JavaScript, we've done Python, we've done uh, game technology, actually. We've also done, uh, yeah, we've also built some games, we've done mobile, and also we've done cybersecurity as well. And we've done web development using different tools. And we've also done, yeah, JavaScript using different tools, actually. So, and last session also we helped even some people that are preparing for GCSE through their computer science course anyway, so which was a bit advanced anyway. So we actually kind of have a session like that anyway. So the concept here is to make coding and also computer science fun, actually. So come here, have fun. For the kids from age 6 to 9, they are going to be playing games. But during the playing of games, they are going to be learning concept of coding, concept of computer science. It might be looping, it might be concept like variables or something. I'll share one let me call it testimony, which I've never forget in my life, even though I'm in the IT. So I think over like 7 years ago, I was teaching this particular course and I was teaching variables, right? For the parent that don't know variable, you don't need to know. In fact, maybe you will know because I will explain it to you now. So there's a concept in coding we call variables, which is basically you store your data inside the variable. So how do you explain this to a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old, right? And I was able to explain it to them. Then, and I asked a question: who amongst you actually understood this concept of variable? And this 6-year-old that raised his hand up, and I said, yeah, yeah, yeah. And the way he explained to me, I will never forget, actually, right? He said, do you mean, uncle, with that variable is like my pocket, right? Where when my dad gives me money, I put in my pocket as my pocket money, and I can spend money. I can spend it from there. So when I spend it, it's reducing, and when they're adding more, it is increasing. And that analogy actually kind of brings home for me because indeed, this is what variable is actually a storage medium that you store something in, and you add, you remove, and that storage is still there. But what you put in there actually would differ, right? Based on the calculation or what the mathematical computation and that you are doing. And I think that for me, that was a motivation for me actually when kids were able to explain what you are trying to explain to them in a language that they understood. And that is the foundation of this particular program anyway. So like I said, right, it's not going to be myself, right? So at a point in time, I know like, I've got some guys that have already gone through this program for 5 or 6 or 7 years. I'll be counting on them. We've actually raised leaders actually, because sometimes when and these guys, they like breakout rooms. I will tell you what we do in the breakout rooms. So when I teach a concept or one of them teach a concept, we break into rooms, right? So within the rooms, hopefully we're able to do that anyway. So within the rooms, those ones that actually understood it very well will be able to explain it to the others, and they will classify them as leaders. We'll say who is going to lead this particular room, who is leading that other room. So we would then have them to kind of explain it. And they kind of understood that anyway. So, and it's a point that at the point we are raising leader, we are giving them great things to be able to explain. And another thing, some kids are, you would think they're here to kind of understand coding. It is not only about coding, I would say. So it's more than coding because in here you see people that will improve in their communication skill, right? Ability to explain, a concept, right? I've told you about this particular 6-year-old actually. Then also they're also going to be leadership skill, right? As well, right? Social skill anyway. So I also want to say that we don't tolerate bad languages. Please ensure that you speak to them to say they need to ensure that how they need to behave in school, they should behave in this one. So I would not tolerate anyone speaking badly to other people. So would kind of remove the person anyway. So that is one. And also, this program will run for 5 weeks, actually, right? So, and then we'll then reappraise it again. So, if you have anyone that you think should benefit from it, send a link to them, let them join right now, or maybe also next week as well. It's going to be an interesting time anyway. So, and just to go through what we are going to do, right? So, it's going to be 3 sessions, right? So, first 1 hour will be for those guys that are big boys, big girls anyway. So, and we are going to look into uh, Python, right? So don't worry about GCSE anyway, but of course the purpose is to kind of move them to the level of GCSE anyway. So it's going to be 13 to 18 anyway that want to kind of learn about Python. What is Python? I'm going to talk about that in this slide anyway. So that is the Okay, thank you. So that is the first thing, the first 1 hour, right? So Python is a programming language. If you, it's not the snake that we know anyway, and it's one of the leading programming language out there anyway. So that is what we are going to do in the first 1 hour. So even though I said 13, right? 13 is that because I don't want somebody to now ask questions that it would take me a lot of time to then explain that concept. But of course, if your kids want to be there, you also you can encourage them as well. And also the part of the parents quickly, right? Because we are going to be using some tools, right? They need to log in, they need to, yeah. So for today and for next week, please ensure that you attend the session because there might be setting up of a particular tool that they would need your password to be able to kind of install this tool and also to do that as well. And also, right, if you are joining, please can you put your name as a parent, put your name on the chat. I just want to be sure that, okay, I'm speaking to the parents. Okay, you can then put the name of your child as well. So for today, please, even though the children are there, I want the parents also to be there as well. Anyway, so it'd be good, put name of your name and also put the child name as well. Anyway, so yeah, so as I was saying, right, so as a parent you would support your kids anyway. So I'll be also talking about what I need from you as well. So then the other course is this web design, right? And with AI, and as you can see, it's starting from age 9. So if you look at how can age 9 develop a website? And I think with concept of AI, we are going to be able to do so. We are going to use prompts. We're going to teach them how to prompt, how to develop a website. And so, and this would be not what we've done before, because before now, we've actually developed websites using HTML, writing the code, and of course, sorry, apologies for that. So give me 1 minute. So we've actually developed a website using HTML, CSS, and everything with the kids. But this time around, we are not going to do so, right? We are going to use AI to develop a website for us. So we are going to be using Claude for this anyway. So the kids need to actually install Claude, right? And also have ability to be able to use that. So for that, I need the parents to be available, right? Giving them access to be able to do so anyway. And that is very, very important. And then after that, for 6 years to 9 years, or even to 13 years, we are also going to be looking into JavaScript for kids as well. So for this, we are going to be using Scratch, right? And we'll see the full introduction later as well. So we are going to use Scratch. I know some of you guys have seen Scratch before. It's a very easy tool, but the concept in which is different is like now we are going to teach them the concept, right? And then they'll be using the building block to actually do that anyway. I'll tell you, I started my software development journey from Nigeria. And I'll tell you a story. In Nigeria, when we are writing our code, actually, we didn't even have a computer to do that. So they will ask you to write your code on paper. And there's concept, they say dry run it. Basically, it means that you write your code and you run it without a computer, right? So, which means that you will think in your head, what would this program do? And you write the result as well, right? But in this concept, is basically children using blocks to build a particular application, and they will be using function. At the back end of each of these application or blocks, there are codings. So they don't need to know about the code. You just need to know when I put this block here and I put this one here, this is what I'm expecting. You will be talking about the concept of if statement within that. There'll be concept of for loop or looping statement where you have to do something repetitive several times. Those are the concepts that they are going to be learning within that anyway. So that is what we'll look into. And so if you have not registered for the course, please ensure that you scan the QR code, right, and register fully so that we know how many people are in this program. And also when we start this next set as well, we can also send you an invite also for the next set. Like I said, this one will be for a month, actually, from now to the end of the month. So my name is Deji Manuel, right? So, and you can follow me on LinkedIn, right? If you want to know who is this particular person talking to you, check me up on LinkedIn. At least you know who this person is anyway. And okay, all right, quickly. So let's talk about this particular first one, the Python, right? So what do you expect within the Python? So 1 minute, I'm going to stop this recording and start another one.